In this video, I have some more myths that I'm going to bust for you inside of Arena Breakout. If you guys haven't seen my other two videos, I'll leave a link in the comment section to both of them. Anyways, without further ado, the first tip is going to be, do you run faster or lose stamina slower when you run with a knife? I did a few rough runs here with the FAL, which is an AR, and it doesn't have the best mobility. It doesn't have horrible mobility, obviously, but it doesn't have the greatest mobility compared to the knife. You do run a tad bit faster when you do have the knife in your hand. However, you lose stamina regardless of if you have the knife in your hand or if you have the FAL in your hand. You lose stamina based on your weight, not what you have in your hands, but you can actually run a little bit faster with the knife. You can actually shave about a whole second off in this run. I was getting about 4.6 with the FAL. With the knife in my hand, I was getting 3.8. The next myth that I have for you is, does the prone position actually decrease your recoil? This I can confidently say is not the case. Your recoil will stay the same, and I chose the FAL again because it has absolutely horrendous recoil, and it shows you, especially in the prone position, that your recoil does not decrease at all. So if you thought being in the prone position would help you get a better stance or better handling on your gun, this is not the case. The next myth, does putting a chest rig in your backpack allow you to use the items the same as if it was in your chest rig normally? For example, the quick use when you tap it on your screen without opening your backpack. This sadly is busted. This does not work. I was really actually hoping that this would work because this would be an insane trick to do in game, especially if you're someone who uses the FA multi trick, which is very useful in certain cases. But sadly, if you throw something in the chest rig and it is in your backpack, then it just counts it as being in your backpack. Kind of figured this is how it would work. This is very well coding from the devs, but it would be also a very cool trick to be able to actually use an endurance or a heal from a chest rig inside of a back. The next myth, do bullets come out of the center of the screen or where the barrel is? I don't know how many of you guys actually knew this. I'm sure some of you already did, the hardcore AV players, but the bullets actually do not come out of the center of the screen. They literally will come out of the barrel wherever the barrel is pointed. I learned this the hard way with the shotgun on TV station recently. That's why I threw this in as a myth. Went and tested it out. Sure enough, if your gun is, for example, really close to a wall, you'll put it to the side, and then if you try to shoot it, you'll actually shoot it to the side. This is really cool, and if someone was actually able to pull off some sort of trick shot like this, I would love to see it. Does every gun have different recoil patterns? And if so, are the recoil patterns RNG for every single mag? Believe it or not, I don't know if this is just for my test personally. You guys can obviously totally comment down below and prove me wrong, but every gun does have the same exact recoil pattern, more or less. Seems like every single gun shoots up and to the right when it's going in its recoil pattern, so the easiest way to combat recoil is just to hold down and to the left, swipe down and to the left whenever you are shooting your gun. I tested about 4 different guns in 3 different categories, and every single gun gave me the same exact pattern. It was slowly up and to the right. So, also the recoil pattern, obviously if it's the same for every gun, the RNG is the same, so every mag will be the same. Like I said, the easiest way to counter this, down and to the left. Can you kill bots outside of the training ground? Now, if you guys have never noticed this before, there is a few bots. They're just chilling, talking, bantering it up outside of the training ground, right outside the fence. You cannot shoot these guys at all whatsoever. And one thing that I also tried to do was throw a nade on them. Absolute dime of a grenade, might I say. But also, you cannot kill them doing it this way either, so this is sadly busted. On the outside of the training ground, have complete god mode. They have tier infinity armor, you could say. Myth 7, do grenades bounce off of each other? This is something that I really wanted to put in this video to ask your guys' opinion. I might build on this in the next Mythbusters video that I do, but I had a game where I believe that this grenade bounced off of another grenade.
Did our nades just bounce off of each other?
It's really going to be hard to test this because you have to go into a match with another friend and then we have to throw grenades at each other without dying. It's just a whole tricky scenario, but I am willing to test it out if you guys do want to see this. But also, if anyone does know if this is possible, but in this gameplay right here, it seems to me as though the grenades do completely 100% bounce off of each other. And I could be just completely wrong, but the way the smoke trails go and the sounds that are made, it's 3 different clicks. I personally think the grenades bounced off of each other in this clip, but again, you guys can let me know further if you guys know any other information about this down in the comment section below. Again, if you guys want, I will build on this into the next video. The final myth: can you MIA from the training ground and lose your loot? Funny thing is I'm actually currently recording this because this is going to take me a full 45 minutes to actually attempt. I'm actually 27 minutes remaining currently, so still got a long way to go, but I'm going to try to MIA from the training ground and see what happens if I lose my loot. Now I'll actually not know that right now, so I'll let you guys know when I get back if that's the case or not. So this is not true. When you time runs up in the training ground, you just literally go back to the menu. It doesn't say MI or anything, it just sends you straight back to the menu. Keep all your loot. That is going to wrap up this Mythbusters video though. If you guys do have any myths you want me to bust, please leave them down in the comment section below. I'm running out and it's kind of getting hard to come up with stuff on my own, so I really could use a little bit of help if you guys do have any ideas. But I'm going to head out with that. If you guys are new, make sure to double like on this video, subscribe to the channel. Both of those things do me at 810. News intense. Peace. Have a good rest of the day.